Hey there, it's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
It's Wednesday, July 10th. On today's show, we don't write checks anymore. I'm going to get Josh a long nightgown, the joy of cooking, old-timey portraits, secret nicknames for crushes, my cheese incident. Josh got a peek at retired life. I broke down some boxes like a big girl. Josh said I have dog food breath, and the new rock, paper, scissors challenge.
Thank you for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's called Wake Up Classy 97, and this is the podcast. Enjoy today's show.
Baloo, 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 baloo.
Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
Hey, what's up, and good morning.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a Wednesday. It's the 10th of July.
Is it going to be a Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
It is National Kitten Day.
Oh.
Yeah, little tiny itty-bitty kittens.
Kitten.
Kittens are great. It's the cats that they turn into that are the problem. No, kittens are awesome. It is, let's see, Conway River Festival.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
All right.
It's in North Wales. That's where it is.
Let's go.
All right, that sounds cool.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's Time Management Month.
Oh, I could use some of that. Who's going to teach me?
I don't know. I don't know why this just started today, but it did. It is Chronic Disease Awareness Day. Constant health battles, unseen struggles on a daily basis, a silent quest for understanding, empathy, and support. Chronic Disease Awareness Day. Global Energy Independence Day. Don't Step on a Bee Day.
Always good advice.
Right? Pick Blueberries Day. And it is Teddy Bear Picnic Day.
Oh, your mom loves teddy bears.
Yes.
And she had a poem in her restroom. And it was Teddy Bear Picnic.
Oh, in the guest bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
So whenever I would use it,
you would read the poem?
I would read the Teddy Bear Picnic poem.
Do you remember it?
Sure don't.
Well, if you read it that much.
That was years and years and years ago. If you had asked me maybe 8 years ago, I probably could have recited it for you, but it's been replaced.
With something
that memory
else.
has been replaced with something else.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Happy Wednesday. That's all. That's what's going on. Good morning.
Kitten Day.
Kitten.
What are you doing on the weekend of August 17th and 18th?
I don't know.
Okay. Might I suggest we go near San Diego?
So far, I'm in.
Total location unknown.
I don't know what that means.
Taco Bell is opening a retirement community for young people for one weekend only.
Okay. I like that you think we're young people.
I know.
Let's
I don't know if we'll be allowed to join.
They'll be like, no, you old heads have to go.
Old. It's called the Cantinas.
All right.
And like I said, it's only for one weekend, but they're trying to attract more Gen Z customers.
Oh, that's not us.
By leaning into the grandma core.
I see.
Because a lot of young people think old people stuff is cool now. So.
Oh, I got some old people stuff you might think is amazing. Old candy, old man sweaters.
That's true.
I've got old man hobbies.
Josh.
I got a lawn.
You're in it.
I don't want people to step on.
You're in the old people business.
Yes. No, I don't know about the old people business, but I'm into the old people stuff.
Okay, guess what they're doing at this Cantinas
What
weekend?
are they doing at the Cantinas?
Pickleball tournaments.
Okay, makes sense.
Painting classes.
Great.
Knitting circles.
I also do watercolor. I've not knitted.
Bocce ball, croquet.
I like the
golf.
Yes.
And a wide variety of old school games, like board games.
All right.
Maybe a couple of card games, like,
Canasta.
And pinochle and bridge.
I never got into shooting the moon.
I've never played.
Bridge.
And what's that one that people were playing not too long ago? Do you remember that game where, like, women were getting with a bunch of their friends?
Are you talking about, like, Bunko?
Yes.
That was a dice game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bunko party.
Yeah. They're probably going to have some Bunko.
Purple hat societies and stuff.
Oh.
Or red hat. What is it? Red hat or purple hat? Whatever it is.
Red.
Maybe it's both. Maybe you start if you're new. You start red before you can go purple, something.
I don't know. $50 for a day pass.
That's not bad.
$150 you get lodging for 2 nights plus an elevated quote unquote dining experience.
$150 is not bad for a weekend.
No, it isn't. With activities
Couple
and
of
lodging
nights
included.
And
Food.
VIP Taco Bell food.
What's VIP Taco Bell food? I'm curious to know.
Comes with the tomatoes and sour cream for free.
Fresh. It'll
Supreme.
just be fresh. It's not going to be frozen tomatoes.
Could be that. Could be that.
Let's go.
That sounds fun. We're just the wrong generation.
It's okay. We can
by
pretend.
By 2 generations, we're the wrong generation.
Oh, man. We're right in the middle of we're not young, but we're not old.
Right.
It's like a middle.
It's a tough
middle
place
ground.
to be. It's a tough place to be.
Middle age or something.
We are definitely not Gen Z. I like that they call it Grandma and Grandpa Core, and that's just my life. So.
And you've been doing that for your whole life. You've just been Grandpa Core forever.
I know. They
You're
didn't
so
even
trendy
know.
and hip.
When I was doing my lawn care thing at 12, I've always loved Werther's Originals and butterscotch. It's delicious.
You've always liked old man sweaters.
I don't know about always. I was kind of a sleeveless flat top guy. I did have a flat top because my grandpa had a flat top.
Ooh.
So there is that.
Your grandpa was cool.
I know. That's why I wanted
And
to be
so
like
were you, Josh.
Thanks.
Still are.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
When was the last time you wrote a check?
When was the last time I bounced a check? Because that's the same answer. Because that's how it worked for me. I would carry around a checkbook just in case I wanted to bounce one. I was very terrible with money in my 20s. It's been since I was in my 20s.
Yeah. I think yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Well, I think the last time we even had a checkbook, it's been at least 10 years, at least.
Yeah.
Target has just decided that they will no longer accept personal checks.
Just now.
I didn't even think that anybody was still accepting personal checks. Guess what? Walmart apparently still is.
There are some places because we had a tree trim and they were like, you can pay by check. And I went, a what?
Yeah, we don't have a check. Who pays that way anymore?
I don't know.
Even if you were in the grocery store and they would still accept checks in the grocery store sometimes, if you got stuck behind somebody who pulled out their checkbook, you're like, ah.
Well, and now the training on that, everybody knows how to tap or swipe or do the chip thing, whatever. But if you find somebody who's like, I'm going to pay with a check, and you hand them a check, they got to call somebody over, and then her name's Margaret, and she's been doing checks her whole life. And she's like, yeah, you got to run it through the machine.
Run it through the machine.
Like, what is that?
Yeah. I would wager to bet that a lot of young people don't even know how to write a check.
That's absolutely fair.
And that's fine.
Right.
That's an old, outdated form of payment and the slowest form of payment.
But
what?
I know how to fill out a checkbook and I can write in cursive. and
I am honestly shocked that there were places that still accepted personal checks. I mean, businesses are a little bit of a different story because businesses, most of the time, that's the only option to pay by check because you have to have 2 signatures.
Right.
Blah, blah,
Floating a check was something. You're right, though. Payables out of a business arrives on check, and that is still so interesting to me. But, okay. Business to business, maybe it makes sense.
1 in 5 people over 65 write several checks every month.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Half of people under 55 don't write a single check the entire year. I haven't written a check for 10 years.
At least. It's been
you're right.
Very long time.
I would forget that I wrote a check.
It's
and
the
then
worst.
I'd balance my checkbook or my banking account, and then I'd be like,
I'm out of money.
I forgot about those checks I wrote.
I knew I was out of money before I wrote them. That was always the bad part. You're like, I'm going to float this thing to payday. It never worked out.
No.
Never worked out.
That's why we got rid of checks.
I can't be held responsible for a checkbook. It's too much pressure.
Not enough pressure, I think.
No.
You just forgot.
No, whatever it is, it's no good for me. I'll stay away from it.
Good idea.
Good news to get you going on your Wednesday. Chantel.
What's up?
About a week and a half ago, the International Fund for Animal Welfare, they received reports that about a dozen white-sided dolphins were stranded in shallow mud flats off the coast of Massachusetts. When the members of the charity group arrived to help get the dolphins back into the ocean, they discovered that more than 120 dolphins were beached and in distress.
Oh, no.
It was the largest mass stranding event that they had faced in decades. 120 dolphins.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Before they had arrived, unfortunately, 10 were deceased when they got there.
No.
10 didn't make it before they got there. But here's what they did. The group mobilized. They had 25 staff members, 100 trained volunteers, and a bunch of helpers from local groups, and they launched a huge all-out rescue mission. Everybody worked together to help the dolphins that were stuck in the shallow mud by giving them support, keeping them comfortable, and you can't pick them up.
No.
One, it's too many. Two, it's too much work. You got this mud,
and
whatever.
They're heavy.
So they literally had to keep them comfortable and alive until the tide came back in so that they could swim out.
And how long did that take?
That lasted 12 hours.
Oh, my gosh. Kudos to those helpers.
Yeah.
That's a process.
They did all this in the blistering sun, but their hard work and expertise paid off. The dolphins eventually returned to deeper water. About a dozen dolphins spent a bit of time swimming in the inner harbor, but most of them were like, by land, and left to get back to their normal
sad
life.
To the ones that didn't make it.
I know. Yep. Super, super sad. But that right there is helping out creatures in need, and I'm all about that. I think
pretty
that's
cool.
fantastic.
Good for those guys.
Some good news to get you going on Classy 97.
Okay, this is a very important question. When you are staying with someone at someone's house, do you come down for breakfast in your pajamas or fully dressed?
Depends, I suppose.
And if you're fully dressed, have you also taken a shower?
Also is going to depend on several different things. It varies. I'm not consistent in this.
Okay.
If it's like family, like we're staying with family, pajamas, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll up in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Comfy. I guess it does really depend on who you're staying
That's
with.
what I mean, right? But if I'm staying at like a hotel and we plan to meet for breakfast, I'm getting up and getting dressed.
What if you're staying at a hotel and you're just going down for continental breakfast?
Yeah, I'm not doing that in my shorts and my
jammies?
t-shirt.
No.
Yeah. I see people do that.
It makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't think you should see strangers in their pajamas.
Yeah.
It feels strange. Unless you're under the age of 10. And then that's okay. Over 10, I'm like, you should go get dressed. I don't want to see your pajamas. I don't know why.
What if I had like that old man pajamas? You know, the pants and the shirt, the buttons up with the little it's blue and it's got the dark blue like ribbing on all the way around.
Like a onesie?
No,
pajama?
no. Like also probably has a little cap.
Yeah,
with a little thing at the end.
You need to get like
not the long shirt.
You need the long shirt.
I'm not going to show up to breakfast in the long shirt.
How much could I pay you to do that?
Where?
At a hotel one of these days. So it's just
a hotel where?
Why does that matter?
It matters. How far away from home are we? There's a radius consideration.
Okay, so what's your radius?
It's got to be 2 states away.
2 states away. Okay. We can do this. Oh, this is going to happen. I really want this to happen. Well, you won't do it. I know you.
The long shirt with the cap?
Yeah.
Is it the long cap that goes kind of down to like the back of my leg? Like I'm not talking just a short one. It's got to be the long cap with the long shirt.
That's not even the important part. It's the long nightgown. You call it a shirt. I call it a nightgown.
And then I need those just those little slippers that are just a flat part with a little part that goes over the top of your foot.
Yep.
Just that?
Yes. Oh, Josh.
And a lantern.
Again, that part's irrelevant.
No, I think it's really important.
I think it's
that
funnier
I walk
without
down
the
with a lantern with a candle lit in it. And I go, good morning. Good morning.
You're not allowed to have an open flame. You'll get kicked out.
It can be LED. That's fine. But it's got to look like a candle inside my lantern when I go to breakfast. And I walk down, eyes half open. Good morning. Good morning. Slept a wink, I tell you.
Please do this.
People will go, what time are you from?
I'm gonna order you one of those right now.
All right.
We were talking over the weekend and I discovered one of your passions in life.
A passion.
You got so into this. You want to cook for large groups of people, which I think sounds horrible.
But I think there's two different things about it. Like, I like culinary stuff. I like cooking. I like barbecuing. I like doing Dutch oven. I like cooking in the kitchen. All good. There have been opportunities where I've been able to assist in larger kitchens, like a big camp, for example.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in a kitchen where we've been cooking for hundreds of people. And that's one thing. But then there's like small order cooking, which is, line cooking, where everything's made to order. You cook small quantity, maybe large quantity over time. Versus I've got to feed 500 people the same meal. I'm cooking humongous quantities of food.
Yeah.
And both of them are very interesting. I can't decide which I would prefer to do more, but I get fascinated by the kitchens that produce food for hundreds of people.
When you were telling me about all of the little gadgets,
yeah,
I couldn't believe how excited you were about
big
all of it.
Big griddles. I mean, huge,
tilt
huge,
skillets.
Tilt skillet.
And you said,
if you don't know what a tilt skillet is,
it's okay. You don't need to know.
Imagine a dump truck that you cook food in. That's a tilt skillet.
And
the
then
big lever that dumps it out. It's the coolest thing.
When you were telling me about it, you said, it's like cooking for a giant.
It is exactly what it is. Cooking for 500 people is like cooking for one giant.
And that sounds awful. That sounds awful to me. That's my nightmare. And
cooking
you're like,
for 500 people?
Yes.
One meal? Or cooking 500 meals for individual people?
All of it. That's my nightmare. No, thank you.
I think it'd be all right.
No way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of similarities. This is not one of them. I'm happy to send you off to do this if this is something that you want to do.
Send me off?
Yeah.
Like it's a...
Well, because we do a lot of things together.
I see.
And so this is something if somebody ever said, hey, can you guys come do this? I'd be like, nope, but Josh will. Bye.
Don't
See
volunteer me for stuff. That's the worst. When you're like, oh, Josh would love to do that. And then I feel obligated to show up.
I know. I have done that before.
Like, I'm here to do the thing she told you I would do. Because I'm a man of her word. So here I am.
I'm sorry about that. I won't ever volunteer you to cook for 500 people.
Yeah, please don't. Because I enjoy assisting, but the buying of the food and the planning and all the stuff that has to go into like figuring out serving sizes and there's so much. There's so much I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
I like the cooking part. So helping in the kitchen is one thing. I don't want to be the person in charge of that kitchen.
But what if you're in charge of the tilt skillet?
That's where I'll be with my giant wooden spoons. Stirring the big old thing of whatever I'm making. Could be chili.
And you're going to have to wear a big old white apron. And it's just going to be blackened with chili residue.
You're making it sound very,
gross,
very luxurious.
and unappealing.
Yeah.
That's because it is.
It's not. It's actually pretty cool.
I appreciate the people who have done that. It's not for me. So I'm watching a show, and it's from the Regency era. Well, it's probably before that, actually. It's like late 1700s. Okay.
Okay.
So before
I'm aware of
pictures,
this show.
before pictures were invented.
Pictures?
Yeah, like photographs.
Oh, okay.
You know how in today's day and age, you take a photograph of somebody and they're like, ew, I'm not very photogenic. I hate taking pictures. Like, don't take that picture. Don't do that. In the show I'm watching, there's no photographs, but there are portraits.
Yeah.
And you have to sit for your portrait for hours and hours and hours.
Right.
And so I wonder if anybody ever looks at their portrait and goes, oh, I'm not very portrait-agenic.
No. They would look at the artist and go, why have you made me look like this? Which, take a note from that. Maybe quit yelling at yourself and yell at the camera.
There you go.
This camera takes terrible pictures. Ew, that photographer did me an injustice.
And here's what I think is funny is because the show I'm watching, it's Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, okay.
And so it's about Queen Charlotte.
Yeah.
And her portraits look terrible. And any portrait from that kind of era looked terrible. And I go, is this what a person really looks like? Or they're just terrible artists?
Well, I think there were very fantastic artists. Do you know who painted her portrait?
No.
Because it wasn't a famous artist.
Who was it?
Some dude.
So she's the queen. Why didn't she have a real
I'm
artist?
sure she had a real artist, but she didn't have a real well-known top-tier artist. Plus, it isn't like you wandered around taking selfies like this.
I know.
And you also didn't wander around showing it to people.
Like,
it
look,
hung in the castle. That's
her
where it
head
hung
looks
out.
all squashy.
Maybe that's what she looked
That's
like.
what I'm saying. Is that what she really looked like?
She looked like a squashy head. Yes.
We were talking over the weekend about Emery has this thing. You were singing, and I said, oh, Dad has a nice voice. I like Dad's voice. And she said, oh, you're simping on Dad's voice, which
Middle school speak.
Yeah, simping is just
like crushing.
You're crushing, but the person doesn't know that you're crushing.
Like you're going crazy. Oh, this guy's the best thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
Sliced bread got nothing on him.
And he doesn't know.
Yeah, and he's
it's
like,
when
great,
the other
good
person
for
is
you.
like,
Quit
I
being
don't
a
know
creep.
who you are. And then I said, simping, what does that mean? And you said, oh, like cute backpack boy. And I went, how dare you talk about cute backpack boy? Which brought me to another point. Cute backpack boy was a nickname I had for a crush I had in college. He was a boy in my class.
Right.
And I thought he was cute.
Who had a backpack.
Who had a backpack. He was cute and he had a backpack.
So
and
he
then
became backpack boy.
Cute backpack boy.
Which is so secret.
Well, in that particular class, there was a boy who would come wearing scrubs.
Oh, was
and
he Scrubs
was cute
boy?
Scrubs boy.
Oh, wow.
And cute backpack boy. So I had to differentiate between the two. And then when I would go home and tell my roommate and friend, I'd say, oh.
Because you don't even know their names.
Nope.
And so what? One day, cute backpack boy dropped a pen?
No. I had no interactions with either one of them.
And you handed it to him?
No. It was just me crushing on them hardcore and just hoping that they would pay me any kind of attention. And they never did. But then I wondered.
Were you crazy glasses lady?
I don't know.
You might have been.
Why crazy?
Because you just keep staring every time they walk past. There's crazy glasses,
No,
girl.
I played it cooler than that. Get out of here. I wouldn't be like, oh, just staring at them.
There's the no game gal.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Uh-huh.
I got no game. Did you have any nicknames for crushes?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No, I would have found out their names and I would have talked to them like a normal person.
How? What? What's your game? What would you have done?
Dropped a pen. Oh.
I didn't even sit next to them.
You were not even trying.
I know. Because I
Notice me from clear over here in the shadows. What are you?
Listen, it all worked out in the end.
It did. I know.
Didn't it?
Yes. You know how I landed you? Dropped a pen.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
We were talking about some work mess ups the other day, like little things that you've done at previous places of employment where you feel silly about. For example, I'll tell you one of mine. Are you even listening, Josh?
I know the story, so I'm just go ahead. You tell me.
I will.
The story about how you made life inconvenient for people.
And in high school, I worked at a combo pizza place / video store rental.
Yeah.
It was called Silver Screen Video and Pizza, and it was located in Paul, Idaho.
Paul, Idaho.
And
was it the only thing in Paul?
There was a grocery store right next door.
Okay. All right. It's still there?
No.
Okay.
I think the building is still there, but the operation is no longer in existence. Okay. So the pizza was pretty basic. We had frozen dough, and you just had to get it out of the freezer, and then you would just sauce it, put cheese on it, and then I think we had real basic toppings. I don't even think we had. It was like frozen pepperoni or frozen sausage. Like It was pretty basic. And then it was like a take and bake. These people could just take it home. So you could get your take and bake pizza, pick out your video, go home. Because that's how you had to do it back in the day, kids.
Okay.
So one day it was really, really busy. And somebody called and said, I would like to order a pizza, but I only want the cheddar cheese. I don't want the mozzarella cheese.
It's a strange request
and so
for pizza.
I took the order, and we were busy, and so I got busy doing something else. And my boss was on pizza line duty, and I went back to get something from her, ask her a question, and she said, hey, if you ever take a call like that again, tell them that that's not possible because our cheddar cheese and our mozzarella cheese are just a mix. And she was hand picking each little tiny piece of cheddar cheese from
It's awful.
Pizza.
You've ruined a day.
Yeah, I felt real bad about that one. Sorry, boss.
Did you?
And she was a good boss too. I really loved her. So I was like, I'm real sorry.
Well,
if you mess up and you don't like your boss, that's a totally different story. But if you mess up and you like your boss, especially something as silly as that was such a silly little mess up. Ugh. And I knew what the cheese looked like. I don't know why I took that order.
Because you're a people pleaser.
Yeah.
So you went, of course we can do that. You bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not thinking someone's going to have to do that by hand.
Yeah.
There could be a machine that sorts out the cheese, but that's not a thing.
My only excuse is that I was young and inexperienced.
Okay.
Do you have any work mess ups on your end?
Negative.
Never?
Never
You've
messed up.
Never had one?
No. Never. I'm sure I have. I worked in fast food. I worked in retail. I've worked in customer service. I've done all kinds of things. I'm sure I folded a shirt wrong once as I was putting it on a shelf.
You're
whatever.
still beating yourself up over something that happened not too long ago here.
Yeah, I know. I'll just keep beating myself up.
I know you
about
are.
it.
And I'm not even going to talk about it because no one knows but you that it happened. No one cares. No one notices. But you still are beating yourself up about it.
Because I'm better than my performance. I underperformed, and I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay. So then you say, do better next time. And you pat yourself on the back and you move on.
Sure.
You don't keep beating yourself up about it.
Well, it doesn't help that I've got a bunch of dudes around the office that are like, oh, I heard somebody said something about that. Because they like to exploit the weakness and poke at you and go, hey, I heard from another person.
Oh, no, dudes.
Right?
Dudes are jerks.
Just keeps it going forever.
You had a brief glimpse of your retirement dream over the weekend.
What was it? I don't remember.
You were laying in your leather chair
Oh, yes.
with a comfy blanket.
Yes.
And you had your Jack Russell.
I have a very fancy, comfy blanket, and I heard rumor that those folks are coming back.
Oh,
just so you know.
really?
Just so you know, I haven't heard anything more than the fact that the fancy blanket people might be coming back, and there might be another chance to get one of those fancy blankets.
Your
anyway,
blanket is so fancy, you won't let anybody else use it.
that's why I'm saying you might be able to get your own.
I'll just use yours.
Excuse me.
I don't use it when you're around, obviously, but I use it when you're not around.
I fold it a very specific way, so I will know.
Doesn't matter. You can't. What are you going to do? You used my blanket?
Yeah.
And I'll say, yeah, I did. It's in the past. You can't change
Quit
it.
using my nice blanket.
That's what.
Anyway, so yeah, I downstairs in our library family room thing with the fireplace. I had the fireplace going, not heat coming out because it's an electric one, so I just had the fire visual happening. And you were down there, which was a big part of it.
No, I wasn't even a part of it at all.
And then I've got my like leather chair, my old man chair with the ottoman, and I was kicked back and I had my blanket on because it was a little chilly in the basement. And Luna, the lunatic, Jack Russell dog, was being very calm, kind of, sort of, here and there. It was later in the day, so she was a little bit like, yeah, I could
hang
chill.
out. I could just be lazy.
And she hung out on the blanket right there, and she was just kind of mellow. I was like, this is it. This is the thing.
And you said, this is my retirement dream. I've got my chair,
Right.
I got my blanket, I got the fire, I got my dog.
I need the side table.
Those are the 4 things you said. I got my chair.
I said you were there, and that's a big part of it.
Now you said that
and so is
today.
my fly tying stuff is there, which is also important.
You didn't say anything about me.
But I need the table next to me so I can have my ice water there as well. I needed that. That's important.
Yes.
And then I've got the lamp, which the lamp is nice. I like that. It could be for reading or perusing a magazine, maybe.
Or for playing your game.
Or, yeah.
Your cell phone game.
Sure. I could play my cell phone game there. I was kicked back. I felt like I needed to have some sort of rerun on the TV. It felt good. It felt pretty good.
It was pretty relaxed and chill. I'll give you that. It was so relaxed and chill that even the dog was like, yeah, I could kick back.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of close my eyes, which was good. That was a good time. So, yeah, I'm excited about more evenings like that.
We just got to make those happen.
I know. We got to finish painting the room, though. Like, there's this painting, and then I got to print out all these pictures and get all the stuff hung. And
That's a winter activity, though.
I feel like that's a winter activity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to spend my summer inside painting.
Right.
Nope.
You just earlier you said you wanted a rainy day. It could be a rainy day.
A rainy day
activity,
is fine, yeah.
but not on a nice summer
I like
day.
rainy days because I don't have a sprinkler system. So on a rainy day, I don't have to water.
That's a good point.
So, and because it's been so hot, my
Right.
flowers are a little bit wilty.
They are tired.
So
They need more water.
I could use a rainy day.
It's not happening.
I know.
right away.
I know.
Oh.
You know how sometimes, occasionally, randomly, you will wash the dishes or do the laundry, and then you expect a lot of praise.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything
Yes.
about that because that
Yes.
never happens.
No, you're right. It rarely happens.
I never wash the dishes and then walk around and go, "Hey, I washed the dishes. Hey, everyone, I did a thing." I've never done that in my life.
You have had moments where you've done a chore and then you say, you don't walk around proclaiming it like that, but you'll say, I did the laundry today. And I go, oh, did ya?
No. No.
That has happened before.
I don't walk around going, I did a chore.
You say once, like you don't walk around saying it, but you say to me once, hey, I did the dishes. And I go, cool.
No, I don't. I've never done this.
Yes, you have.
No.
Okay.
Why would I do that? That's a strange thing to do.
The point of this story is that I did a chore that I want you to be proud of me for.
Okay. So the real story is that you want to say a proclamation of a
Yes.
thing you did.
Correct.
So you projected onto me a thing
Sure.
that doesn't happen so that you could feel
It
justified
has
in your
happened.
behavior right now.
I, Josh, broke down some boxes.
About time.
You're welcome.
You didn't just throw them in the garage?
Nope. I took them apart and broke them down. Took the tape off,
No kidding.
broke them down. I would say probably 2 or 3.
What?
I know.
Wow, what a day.
What a day.
Did you get a paper cut?
No, but
Was
I
it
was
hard?
pretty tired afterwards.
Oh,
So I
come
said,
on.
I got to go lay down. It's too much work.
Were they just regular like food boxes?
One was a soda container box.
That's
that counts. It's made of cardboard.
okay,
It
fine.
counts.
But
One was a shoe box. And that's tricky. So that was hard because
Okay.
they've got all the folds and the,
all right.
you know. And then one was just an Amazon box. So
Real easy.
3 boxes.
Wow.
There were others that I could have done, but
Yeah.
like I said, I
Couldn't be
needed to
bothered.
take a break.
Yeah.
Plus, the boxes is your job.
I washed the dish.
When?
Never.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you owe me an apology, and I feel like you should do that on this radio show because I feel like my feelings were hurt in a very big way. Here's what happened.
So hold
What
on,
had
hold on,
happened-
Well,
Go
hold
ahead.
on, because you have hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Did I intentionally hurt your feelings?
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Giant question mark. I
Mhm.
did.
Mm-hmm. What happened was I was going in for a snuggle. I just needed some cuddle time with you.
Yeah.
I got all real close to you, and
Yeah.
you said, "You smell like dog food." And I said, "Well, that's rude." And you said, "It's not you, it's your breath."
Right.
That hurts my feelings.
Okay. Listen up.
You listen up.
Would you rather I have not told you
Yes.
that your breath kind of smelled like dog food
Yes.
that day
Yes. Yes.
and just let you go about the day smelling like dog food
No.
breath?
Because here's what the day was over. Day was done. It was nighttime.
Yeah.
You were going to be the only one smelling my breath that close.
I was not into the dog food breath. What had happened was
Do
you
you-
had eaten a handful of almonds very recently. And those almonds made your breath smell dog foodish. And so you did. You were like, let's have a hug. And I got a whiff of a dog food smell. And it was more a curiosity thing to say, why do you smell like dog food?
Maybe that was your own breath
And
blowing
then,
back in your
nope,
face.
it were not.
Could
And
have been.
so, but it were not.
How can you prove it was even my dog breath? Could have been your dog breath.
I didn't say you had dog breath.
You did. You said.
I said your breath smelled like dog food. Those are two very different things.
I feel.
I didn't say, hey, back up, dog breath. That is not something that I said. I still hugged you and I said, your breath smells like dog food. Because those almonds
And
that
then
you
you
just ate before
pushed
you
me
hugged
away.
me smelled like dog food.
And then you pushed me away. Do you feel like maybe there's a nicer way you could have said that?
No. What would I have said?
I don't enjoy the smell of your breath right now. Could we have a mint? Or
Or how about, why does your breath smell like dog food?
No, you don't even have to
Oh,
say
it's
that.
those almonds.
You could just say, "Oh, I got these.
Hey,
new,
listen.
I got these new mints. Do you want to try one?"
You took it as you took offense to it, but let me tell you, dogs love dog food. So I think that's a compliment. I think I told you that the dog would love your breath.
I think
I just am not a dog and I'm not a fan. So maybe go tell Luna about something.
I I feel like maybe I'm going to just eat more and more and more of those almonds from now on.
Oh, I bet you will.
Yeah, I will. It's probably what's going to happen. I'll be like, oh, you like the dog breath now?
I don't like. I never said you had dog breath.
You
I
do.
said your breath smelled like dog food. I didn't say, back up, dog woman. I didn't say that.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
No, it's not.
I have a new challenge that I think we should try.
What is it?
Well, it's a variation of rock, paper, scissors.
Which is rock, paper, scissors.
Rock,
Got
paper,
it.
scissors, shoot.
Yeah?
Okay, so what you do is you put like a pile of food on a table.
Yes.
Like a pile. It could be whatever you want it to be. Tacos,
Cherry pie.
spaghetti, cherry pie,
Okay.
milkshakes, curly fries. Like it's just a plethora of food.
Okay.
And then you get a partner, and then the two of you play rock, paper, scissors. Now, here's where the kick comes in. Are
This is
you
the
ready?
catch.
The loser has to go for a short jog while the winner chows down as much food as they can. When the runner comes back, you play again. If the competitor who initially wins loses, the two trade places so that the winner can go for a run while the other one gorges themselves. And you continue doing this until all of the food is gone.
I'm just saying, I think for you and I,
Yes.
how far is the jog? Like, okay, you know where our house is?
Yeah.
And you know how we have that little sort of around the block thing? If you go straight down the road,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's say that's the route you have to
Bro,
jog.
That's so much. I'm thinking like it's not even, it's like down 2 houses down to the canal and back. That's,
Okay, so you're going shorter jog.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get the lay of the land here, because I'm thinking if I'm the guy eating and you have to run that loop, the food's gone before you get back.
Yeah, I'm not running that loop. Bro, no.
Okay, so out the front door, down a couple houses to the canal,
Mhm.
and back.
And back.
So yeah, you're probably running. That's probably 100 yards. You're probably running the length of a football field.
Gross. Okay, so then here's the thing. You're chowing down on food,
Yeah.
and then you lose, and then you have to go for the run
Yeah,
with a stomach full of greasy garbage
if that's
food.
what you put out.
That's true. I
What
mean,
if you
could
put out like a veggie tray and
You could keep
some
it healthy for
smoothies?
smoothies. Smoothies.
Yeah,
Don't put
a
any
bag of baby carrots.
Don't put any dairy in that smoothie.
Yes.
Let-
And let it sit out and get warm.
It'll get warm in your guts while you're running.
It's a short jog. That's not bad.
That's not. No jog is a short jog.
How many times do you think you could jog that? How many rounds of rock, paper, scissors are you going to lose and have to jog? And is jogging the lose?
No, sorry. What did I say?
I don't know. I'm just
Yes.
trying to understand.
The
If you lose, you jog.
Yes. The loser jogs, the winner eats.
All right. So how many times are you going to jog before you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. This was a bad idea. Who thought of this?
And probably just one.
One time?
Yeah, because
one jog, you're going to be like, this was a bad
I'm going to
idea.
attempt to jog the first loss. And then I'm going to make it maybe to the canal. And then I'm going to high speed walk it back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even a low speed walk. It's going to be like cramping, holding my back. Like, oh, I'm not cut out for this kind of life.
Right. And then you get back and,
And
you
then
see I still have a lot of cauliflower left in the veggie tray.
And then I
So
go,
we do another round.
nope. I say, game's over. This is a stupid idea.
Well, they got that out of the way. Good job.
Josh, you asked and they delivered.
I didn't ask,
You
But-
asked for it
and yet it's still happening.
and DreamWorks delivered.
Yeah.
Shrek 5.
Yeah, that's happening.
I don't even know if I knew there was a Shrek 4. I stopped at 3. That's when they had
Shrek the third?
Yeah, that's when they had the triplets, right?
I couldn't tell you.
I think so.
I'm going to have to catch up on all the Shreks, though, because the
It's-
new movie's coming out July 26th.
Okay.
So we've got 2 years. Mike Myers, back as Shrek.
2 years?
Yeah, July of 2026. That's 2 years from now.
I thought you said, I heard July 26th.
July 26th.
That would be just in a couple of weeks.
It's not. It's July 2026. 2 years. Mike Myers is back as Shrek.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy is back as Donkey. Cameron Diaz returning as Fiona.
That donkey was
Donkey.
more Scottish and less Eddie Murphy.
No, I was doing the Shrek voice saying donkey. Donkey doesn't say donkey himself.
You're right. Okay. That's my bad.
Weird. Anyway, they're all back, and it's coming out in 2 years. So
we're live. Don't edit that out.
I can't. It's real.
All right. What did you say that last little bit?
Oh, it's happening. That's all.
It's happening.
Yeah.
They're also, guess what? They're also going to do. They're
what
going
else?
to do a donkey movie. He gets his own movie.
I'm surprised he doesn't already have his own movie.
I am too.
So, Shrek, the original one came out in 2001. The second one came out in 2004. Shrek the Third came out in 2007.
As I told the kids, because they were talking about this yesterday, I don't know if we need this. And I don't know. I feel like that story's been told.
The fourth one is called Shrek Forever After, which is the fourth one. And I think that one has Rumpelstiltskin in it.
Oh.
But then they did what? How many of the Antonio Banderas Puss in Boots movies did they do? At least two.
Yeah,
spin-offs.
it's interesting that he got
That's
a
what I'm
spin-off
saying.
before Donkey did.
I feel like Donkey. But Eddie Murphy's kind of having this resurgence thing right now. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. is on Netflix right now. New Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop.
It's new?
Yeah.
It's a new one?
Yes.
You know, I never even seen the first one, the original.
How about that?
Have you seen it? No.
No. They also did Shrek the Halls, the Christmas special.
Oh, that's too many. I feel like it's too many
They
Shreks.
did a couple of different Halloween Shreks.
It's too many Shreks.
And then we, of course, have Shrek the Musical.
Which I really enjoy.
It's
I really like
fantastic.
the musical.
So there's a lot of Shrek. So, yeah, we kind of do need Shrek the 5.
Okay.
Maybe they'll call it that. If they called it Shrek the 5, there's no reason for them to call it that. But
No.
I'd be like, you're welcome.
Cameron Diaz kind of took a back seat to acting. She's been kind of out of the spotlight for a while. So I'm surprised that she's making a return.
This is voice only.
So
Not that it's not hard, but it's only voice. She's not on screen. There's animators that handle the on-screen part. So it may require less.
Do your impression of Shrek again.
Nah.
Donkey.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, it's your would you rather this or that question of the day.
Would you rather ride in a hot air balloon or a helicopter?
Helicopter.
You hate both of them.
I'm fine with the helicopter.
You got sick.
I'm not fine with helicopter for a long time on a windy day.
So here's the rules.
Nope.
It's a helicopter for a long time on a windy day or a hot air balloon for a small amount of time on a beautiful bluebird day.
I'm not doing the hot air balloon thing.
Ever?
It has zero control. Want it to go down? Add weight. Where? Where are you getting that weight from?
I don't know. I've never ridden in a hot air balloon. I don't know how it works.
A giant propane engine.
Yes. That you're standing right next to.
It's a very good hot air balloon sound. And they fill up the balloon on the ground. It's laying down all sad. And then they fill it up with hot air. Hence the name. And then it stands up. And then they're like, all right, get in the wicker basket, everybody. We're going on an uncontrolled adventure.
And there's no...
Wherever the wind may take us.
There's no safety precautions at all either.
You've no tether to ground.
I actually saw a hot air balloon video the other day, and a man proposed in one.
Cute.
It was cute, except it is terrifying. Those hot air balloons are a little bit scary because, what happens if your balloon pops? Down she goes. Yeah, I'm going to pick a helicopter too.
Okay, well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Would you rather this or that? It's a helicopter.
I'm just not going with you because you'll get sick.
Only if it's for a long time on a windy day and we're flying into the headwind and the thing is going, then I kind of get a little sick.
Make a helicopter noise.
You make a helicopter noise first,
I
and
won't.
then I will.
No, I won't.
Here, I'll turn this down.
No, it's
one
fine.
helicopter noise. Just one.
No.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm not going to do it.
Come on now.
No way.
Make the hot air balloon noise. It's not bad.
Thank you.
Now helicopter.
No, you do it first.
Here is your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge. A little something you can do today to make today a little better than yesterday. It's your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge.
We got it. We got it, buddy.
Just want to make sure you know how it works.
No, we got it.
Talk to the most positive, optimistic person you know. Call them. Get lunch with them.
Oh.
Positivity can be contagious if you allow it to be. Let their influence rub off on you.
Okay.
Talk to the most positive, optimistic person you know. Call them. Get lunch with them. That's your Better Today Than Yesterday
I could
daily
be pretty
challenge.
positive and optimistic if
You
somebody's
can be.
buying me lunch.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
if you want to call me,
Yeah. Hey, you buy me lunch. You just never know.
I can be positive.
Yeah. Positively awesome.
Positively fed for free.
That's right. Hey, free lunch. That's going to do it for us, though. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow on your Thursday. Believe that already?
Crazy.
Wild. Have a good one. And that's all I know.
That's all
I know.
Yep, that's all I know, too.
That's all I know. It's a Wednesday. Listen to the show on the podcast. Don't forget,
If
everywhere you get podcasts.
I don't want to pressure you. If you want to, go check it out.
I mean, if you heard the whole thing and you're like, I'm good, that's fine. If you want to hear parts of it again, or maybe you missed some of it, because maybe you don't wake up at 6 a.m. and you want to know what happens on the show at 6 a.m., you can.
Today was a good show. So if you want to go check it out again, sure, go do it.
Everywhere you get podcasts, it'll be available later on today. Have a good one. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.